By midnight on February 14, 1911, in Rockford, Illinois, Joseph Vitoli, his wife Rena, and their 2 children had been in bed for hours. 45 minutes later, the quiet of the winter night was shattered by an explosion that also shattered the lives of the little family. Rena was on the side of the bed closest to the window. She preferred that side because it made it easier for her to get up in the middle of the night without disturbing Joseph. Rena was 8 months pregnant and made frequent trips to the bathroom. Their 1-year-old son, Philippi, slept in his parents' bed, cradled in his mother's arms. Their young daughter had a cot next to the bed. A bomb had been placed on the windowsill just 2 feet from Rena's head. The next-door neighbors, the Giacalone family, heard footsteps in the area between the houses a couple of minutes before the explosion. The police later determined that a long fuse had been used to give the bomber ample time to escape before the explosion. The blast blew inward, and the iron headboard of the bed was twisted nearly in half. The debris was blown right into Rena's head and arm, causing extensive injury. One piece of debris ripped through her arm and struck the sleeping child she held. It caused a compound break in the 1-year-old child's arm. Rena was scalped and her head crushed so badly that everyone who saw her found it unbelievable that she was still alive. The entire family was rushed to the hospital. Doctors hurried to do what they could for the injured mother, but her injuries were just too extensive. Joseph stayed by his wife's side until she took her last breath at 7:15 that night. The reporters of the day stated that Joseph was crushed by the death of his wife. They had been married 10 years that month. They left 2 of their older children behind when they moved from Italy around 1905. The couple spent 3 years in New York before settling in Rockford. Authorities struggled right from the beginning with this case. The last local article about the case was carried in the May 6, 1945 edition of the Morning Star. What reporter Bill Garson wrote in the article remains true to this day. The identity of the dark figure who scuttled into the shadows after placing the dynamite bomb on the Vitoli's windowsill is still as shrouded in mystery as it was on the cold February night in 1911. For more details of this story, please watch our full-length video, Fire and Ice.